internet, and welcome to the seventh video of the road trip in France series. Today we are going from Dijon to Savigny, and we will be driving around 50 kilometers for this trip. We will be passing through the beautiful France countryside. You will be seeing so many different villages while we reach to the destination, and while you are enjoying the scenery, I'll tell you some interesting facts about my time in France. We did this road trip in the month of April of this year, and it is kind of an off season in France, so there were not many people like as tourists, and also the prices of Airbnb and the airway tickets were just fine. It's not like we were being duped or anything, so I was happy with the prices. Speaking of Airbnbs, I will like to say that my experience was great overall. Yes, finding the place at night, figuring out the locks, that's the frustrating part, and then trying to see where and how things work with the hotels. It's usually really easy. You just go in, meet people at reception, and that's it. But it doesn't give you the freedom to do your own laundry or give you that much space as an Airbnb does, and then you also don't get to make your own food, and food is pretty expensive in Europe. Like at McDonald's, even for a simple meal, we were spending almost $50, and that's just too much spending. Save some money and actually enjoy France delicacies is going through these small villages and going to their local bakery shops, because you can try so many different items. They are not at all expensive compared to the regular food for which you will be paying, and you get to try something new. So I found it pretty nice experience overall, and once we started to realize that we are just spending so much money on food and it's not that even great, then we started going to the local bakeries wherever we were, and we had a great time. And it was our first day in Paris. It was really chaotic for all of us because we didn't had any internet connection. I just had only my phone with the internet connection, and the rest of the family didn't had any. And we had to book tickets to go to the top floor of the Eiffel Tower, and we didn't know how this thing will pan out. So I went to the Eiffel Tower all by myself, and the family went to the Airbnb because everybody was tired, but they were not able to figure out because of the language and no phone connection. So they were stuck at some tram station, and when I finally got to the Eiffel Tower ticket counter where they give us the tickets to the second floor and the top floor, I came to know that without the other family members being present, we will not be getting. I will not be getting the tickets for them, and also at that time the top floor tickets were sold out. So it was just my wife who had the ticket that day, because for her we were able to book the top floor ticket online, and they are like really limited slots, and I had been trying for like 2 months out with the Eiffel Tower website, but I was not able to get any tickets. And so if you plan to go to Paris, please make sure that you are there on time, or you have like plenty of time to wait around, because after every 2 hours they will say whether these slots are available for the top floor or not, and the views are pretty epic, so you must see uh, the Eiffel Tower from the top. And even if you have to wait, that will be that will be worth it. As for my case, so what had happened was, later on in the evening, when my wife was actually supposed to go to the top floor, we all went there, and she went all by herself while the rest of us stayed back. And I just got into the line again because I saw that the top floor tickets are now available. And so, after like 15-20 minutes of standing in line, we were able to get the tickets, and it is pretty darn expensive. I think almost $230 for 4 or 5 people. Like it was expensive, but hey, it was worth it. And we had a great time. The second floor and the top floor, both of them are really good. There will be so much crowd. I don't even know what it would be like during the month of peak tourist season. Like that would be just chaotic. And coming from a country like Canada, where there are not many people around you, seeing so many people again, it's just too much sometimes. Uh, Paris as a city was okay. It, I mean, the Eiffel Tower is just brilliant, and the areas around it, but it is just so big. It is crowded, and everybody's like on the move. And when we were trying to exit the Eiffel Tower area, all these like street vendors were just like rushing towards us just to buy those cheap Eiffel Towers replicas, uh, and just making us like, they were like on and on, like, hey, buy us, buy it from us, buy it from us. So that was not a really nice experience. Another great thing I liked about Paris was the cathedral. Like it's just like so many centuries old, and with the team whosoever did the restoration, they did an absolutely amazing job because it really was nice and really peaceful when we were walking inside the cathedral. I'm talking about the Notre Dame, and and the best part about Paris is the leaving part, because once you are out of Paris on the highways, then you get to see the real France, and that is a sight to behold. Because I still remember the day when we got the rental car. Um, we were going through these highway, and on both the sides there were these huge fields of sunflower and mustard, and those were really nice to look at. I wish there was like a viewpoint or something just to stop and soak in the views. And speaking of highways, so France has those D roads, which is kind of the road you're seeing right now. So these are the roads which don't have any tolls on them, and they are just really amazing because you get to see the real France, and it is really pretty. But the highways are the ones which you will use when you are in a rush, and those are so expensive. Every single one of them has tolls, and I did not even want to think about how much I spent on the tolls. But on the plus side, you are doing almost 130, 140 kilometers an hour, like really more than the speed limit in Canada, and so you are covering distance pretty quickly, and the quality of the roads are great. And the good thing about the highways were that they had dedicated rest areas. You can stop for bio breaks or for grabbing something to eat or drinks. But with these balcony roads, or the D roads on which we are right now, as you can see, there won't be any dedicated rest areas to stop. And so, if you are on a long journey, you will be needing to get back to the highway at least for once or twice to just relax and stop, stretch out yourself. Before moving forward, I would again like to talk about Paris. So, I and my family only saw the Notre Dame Cathedral. We took the advantage of Paris's railway network, So we rode the train and we um, saw the Eiffel Tower. And there are so many more things to see in Paris, like the museums, the even the catacombs. So I missed all of them as I had to cover a lot of ground, and there were like so many places to see. But after this road trip experience in France, I feel that one should give at least like 3 or 4 days to Paris itself. That city is so big and there is so much to do, and I don't believe like having a car would really help. If you have time and you are able to figure out things on your own, then the public transport network is also really enough. And not just about Paris, after spending 2 weeks in France, which I feel is not enough at all. Like if I had 2 months, then I could have said that, all right, now I've been in France for a long time and I've seen everything. And I did cover many places, but I feel like every single city of France need at least like 3 days minimum. When I'm thinking about France, I always think about French people too because they were overall great. I didn't had any issue with them, but when it comes to like talking and trying to like understand or make your thoughts understand to them, I was using these Google Translate, Apple Translation apps, uh, and the French people are like reading things off my screen, so they knew that I didn't know how to speak French at all, but they kept going and going in French. I mean, it was just like baffling to see that you already know this person doesn't know that like he cannot speak this language, but you kept going on and on and on in the same, like as if they'll just keep on rambling in French, I'll start understanding. And that was pretty funny to me. um, Another funny incident is with milk. So in Canada, in India, I have seen the milk being stored in refrigerators, so they are all, so the cartons are always cold, the bottles are cold. But in France, it's something else going on. So they keep their milk just like a shelf thing, as if you're keeping a detergent in an aisle. And that was really funny because on the first day I couldn't even figure out like where the milk is, because I was just like taking around of the stores and seeing if I can find it without anyone's help, but I didn't. Oh, look at this really nice defender in front of us. Yes, so milk. And yeah, so the I was just like taking round and round of the store and I wasn't able to figure it out. And then I asked this store owner like, hey, where the milk is. And then after showing us the milk, he was asking us like from where we are, from which country are we coming from, because they knew that we are not the local French people. and and the and these milk, I don't know like what kind of chemical process they have been through. They tasted great in taste. And also, no matter if the day went cold or it was really hot on that day, even if the bottles are just kept in the car for all day long, it did not get ruined. I don't know how they did it, because it will be ruined in Canada or back in India, but it did not happen over there at all. So that was really something different. We are almost there. In few minutes, you will be seeing a small village which is Savigny, and there is a really nice uh, chateau kind of castle, and it had tractors, airplanes, race cars, everything inside it. Like, that was just epic. I have made some short videos. You can find them on the channel and see them for yourself. And thank you so much for checking in and being on this video with me. I will come back with more stories in the next video. Have a good day.